Hello, hello, welcome. How's everybody doing? Oh my God, people. Hi, hi, everybody. Hi. Let me know if you could hear me. Okay. Um, thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, members, subscribers, as always. Um, okay. Welcome, member Texas Flower. Um, member T Star Real. Let's greet our friends. Member Marianne, how you doing? And all the subscribers and the silent members that have been watching and enjoying the content. Thank you for your support. Um, thank you for being here. We have a full docket uh, tonight. Can y'all hear me okay? I hope y'all can hear me okay. So, there is so much going on since last time. I was supposed to go live last weekend, but it was the NAACP uh, awards, and it was just a lot. I was tired, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna go so late. Um, so um, yeah, let's see what we have today. There is so much going on. We have some of the topics that we have is, of course, Baby King's album drop, his rollout, um, the listening party, which I kind of, went live with the listening party, but not really, because YouTube be bugging out. It's like they're not encouraging music that much, or they just blocking a lot of stuff. Even if you comment, because fair use is like you commenting on it, but they're still not trying to hear it. So I've been having a little bit of trouble uploading reactions. Not that now that I am doing reactions with music, so I have to check out the reaction of Good Flirts. I just did that, and I had to. I edited that thing so many times, my hand hurts. I had to put my hand on ice, like it was just crazy. And they had to take I had to take the music out. I took most of the music out, so it's just crazy. So let's see. Um, what do we have today? Again, these people in hip hop, they be doing the most. They be doing so much. Thank you for hit the like button. Also, let me just put the information that we normally put uh, for join the membership. Check out our membership lounge if you want to check it out for a little bit. I have an enormous amount of content there. We have a lot of stuff for members, behind the scenes stuff, and just a bunch of. I just went crazy. Anything that's like I don't feel like it's so intimate. I just put it in the members lounge. I'm like, okay, yeah, let me just put this. Maybe y'all want to see this. A lot of the if you love behind the scenes are just very rare. A lot of Kendrick stuff or artists that I like, mostly Kendrick. Just check out the membership. Hello, Miss Marianne. Nice to see you. Nice to be here. So just a bunch of stuff that I find interesting, and the members might find interesting as well. So let me just put my information. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Yeah, going crazy. Thank you. I appreciate. I do have a lot of views on my channel, and by the way, most of my subscribers are male, like 60 something percent male, and the rest are female, which is strange to me because the women seem to be more vocal. But shout out to the men also that subscribe, watch me. I'm just like, are you serious? Most of my subscribers are male, but it is what it is. I think it's also I appeal to everybody. So we have stuff. If you love music, then that's what connects us. So if you love music and freestyles and all that stuff, um, that connects us. Thank you so much for telling me, yeah, that you guys can hear me, because like we don't want no technical problems, YouTube is hard enough. Um, so yeah, shout out to all my subscribers, fans of freestyles, fans of behind the scenes. Um, the behind the scenes stuff, I thank goodness I have some connections, and I get footage, or I'm able to be in, like, sometimes I get invited to like little things, and it's like I'm able to video your boy Kendrick. Yeah, my channel, I know it's like a mecca of, it's like a Kendrick museum, a good a flirt Kendrick museum, a Kendrick everything. But I also love artists that are real. Like, y'all gonna see a lot more about Domani. Um, he is I love him. I love his style. He's the best out of all the diss tracks that's been coming out. Thank you so much, Texas, for saying that. All right. So some of the topics that we have. Well, let me just put this so that people know. That's our information. Want to support the channel even further? Um, that's our membership joining link, and our Cash App. And so we're gonna get started. I don't even know where to begin. There's so many topics. Check this out, guys. We have, of course, Drake tried to ruin um, the album drop by posting some nonsense. I don't know what he's up to with McDonald's. I don't even care. I don't care. I only post Drake when he does something outrageous and it's like extremely funny, and I'm like, okay, we could get a good laugh. He's a gesture. He's a court gesture, as I've said before. He like, keep making me laugh. Keep making me not even dance no more, but keep making me laugh. So Rayvon also was threw shots at the rap radar cipher that they had. So we're gonna talk about that, and we're also gonna talk about this other song that Rayvon has with Az Chike. Now, I was gonna post that song, but I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna let you know why I didn't post that song. And I'll give you my honest opinion. I'm gonna give you my savage opinion. Y'all can check it out. What else? Um, there was someone that this J. Cole put out a track, but it was like to no avail. It was like it's called Lost Control or something. I don't even no False Prophets. I don't even know what it is, but it's like people trying to answer J. Cole. J. Cole is not gonna battle anybody, but himself. It's a long life battle with yourself. So I didn't even post that, but that's going on. We're going to talk about the Baby Keem and the New York situation, and how I fought for my life to get tickets. I was in the queue as soon as the notifications came in. I was in the queue. Boy, it wasn't a chance in hell. Like, I just couldn't believe it. There was also like Kevin Durant tweets, and to me, like, I don't even care. Like, I don't care about a lot of these people, because they'll do anything. They have money. Once a lame, always a lame. The money and power will never let you go away, and that's what it is. Because this guy's worth $500 million, and he's still tweeting about Kendrick and his teammates, and just like an idiot. We're gonna talk about the Ti and family war, and how everybody, including baby girl, attacking. I'm only waiting for the grandma and the dog to put out a diss track. That's the only thing I'm waiting for patiently. Um, Also, the NAACP, Kendrick didn't show up, which I kind of knew, because they had already given him his win and he could just take a break. Yeah, yeah, I am waiting for the grandma to put like a gospel, diss track. Like, I'm gonna pray for you, something, and I'm waiting for the dog. That's the only thing I've been waiting for. I, but I'm gonna react to all of it now, because I was just like, every time I turn around, it was like a diss track. I was like, who else? Is the nanny putting out a diss track? Like, golly, man, it's just crazy. And I'm gonna talk to, and I'll talk also about like the effectiveness of all that stuff, and what I think about that. Um, Baby King's tour, Jesus Louise, man. listen, they undershot this thing. They underestimated Baby King. Respectfully, they underestimated him, because you can't do like little venues. This dude might sell out a stadium. Like, y'all have to get more dates or something. All these things are sold out, and we're like desperate to, you understand? Like, I might have to be outside and just be like, "Oh, hi guys, I'm going live from the parking lot. Yeah, I'm just chilling, Yeah." And I might have to do that. But I do have some tickets, but I wanted to, I'm trying to do different cities or something. And it's just, I'm just fighting the wind. So I'm just like, please, Baby King, pretend like you're a big star. Pretend like people waited for you for 5 years and still you didn't lose one fan. You were gaining fan as you healed and figure out the meaning of life and what's in the center of the earth. um and we were still here. So yeah, and that's it. I think that's enough drama for one night. So the I don't even know where to start. Drake, yeah, whatever. The ice is frozen, so I don't think he's putting out a single thing. He has a dollar and no dream. Like, this guy has been trying to promote um the Iceman album so long. You promote something so long that nobody cares. Like, there's no excitement, and there won't be a good time to put that album out. Let me say it again. Drake, if you're listening, I'm probably the last person to give you advice that, and if you run across my little channel, whatever, my soon to big channel, there's no good time for you to put out Iceman. There's no good time. Think about it. Baby Kim got 2026 on lock, and they might extend the tour probably to 2027. I believe Kendrick didn't drop an album unless they're gonna do a joint situation, because he's taking a backseat. He's letting Baby Kim shine as he should, and because if you're gonna put out your artists, you're not gonna compete. They have decorum at PG Lang. They have decorum. They're not gonna put out an artist and be like, let me put out an album at the same time. So they're not doing that. There's no good time. There's no good time because, okay, let's say Drake puts out the album in 2020, 2059, whatever, 2027. At that point, he's going to be promoting it for 5 years and 4 years, and nobody's going to care. I don't think no one cares. I promise you. I don't lie that much. So no one cares about that album. There's no sabotage that he can do that can affect Kendrick or Baby Keem or anybody from that camp. And if Kendrick, just in case he's cooking something up with um Black Hippie, it's a wrap. He can't Drake can't put out any songs in this century. And even if he did, even if Baby Keem didn't put out a song, an album, even if Kendrick doesn't have something cooking, nobody he Drake lost a lot of cred that he didn't street cred that he didn't have anyways. He lost a lot of respect, and nobody is going to be a lot of people that have discernment and common sense should not be feeling Drake the Karen of hip hop. People with common sense should have already eliminated Drake. I never liked him to begin with. I thought he was fake or weird, and I'm like, I saw everything that Kendrick talked about. I was already peeped. I peeped Game a long time ago. I'm like, every time I turn around, he had a different accent, a different song, and yeah, a few of them were little bangers or whatever the heck, because it was created for him in the lab. Everything was created, so this not gonna be a good time for him to put anything. The end. Thank you. Thanks for playing. Wah, wah. Try again. Try again next lifetime if take accountability for all the nonsense you've done to people and the disgusting things that you stand for. We're still not going to forget how you try to make Kendrick's kids take a blood test. Freaking sucker ass shit. Like, no, no, we can't stand you. So it's not going to work. Okay, cool. Now Rayvon. Rayvon absolutely eviscerated this on the radar rap cipher. All of them were dope. All of them were absolutely amazing. I loved all those guys. Underground kind of hype. They were jazzy. They had substance, good writing. It was cool. Now he has a song out with um Rayvon. Okay, so he has a song out with AZ Chike. So let me see, AZ. Yeah, he has a song out with AZ Chike. Now, I was gonna put the song up, and I was just like, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't believing in it. I didn't like it, and I was like I said, I wasn't feeling it. I feel like it's a missed opportunity of that song. Okay, yeah, here it goes. Here goes this nonsense. It's called Hit and Run, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Hit and Run. What is it? For those of you that have not watched it, I'll save you, for people that think like me, I'll save you some aggravation. So here's the situation. Basically, it's like blah blah blah. I have a bunch of bitches. I have a bunch of hoes. I could f whoever I want. A different night. I just hit it and run. That turned me off because this yeah. So that turned me off because I'm like Rayvon, you don't have to do that. Baby Keem is younger than Rayvon, and he could be talking all this trash stuff, young and dumb stuff. He could be talking all this young and dumb stuff, and it's like I have 50,000 bitches. Yeah, they're all in the car. The video looks whack. It just looks like something that I was sick of about 10 years ago, 5 years ago. So and of course, Az Chike is being a little potty mouth, and talking fresh, but to me, and shout out to the sapiosexual people, shout y'all out, smart, sexy, you got that intelligent swag and intelligent, sexy swag. Sapiosexual people like us, that's not gonna do. You can't just be like blah blah. I got a bunch of it. You can't do that. Notice how Kendrick's lyrics on Good Flirt, and we're gonna talk about Good Flirt, of course. We're gonna talk about that, and I'll talk about my reaction that I did and hit some on some of the points. Um, if you haven't watched it, watch it. I think I'm a good time. So even without the music, but I still we broke it down. I have fun. So I just don't think he should have done that. I don't think it was necessary, or I think that I have very high standards with music. Um, I'm a musicologist, self-labeled, um, and I think he could have had decorum in how he did it or creativity in a song because look, it's almost equates to Good Flirt is a sexy song. It's a vibe. It's a lot of women love it, and we're gonna talk about how some men didn't like it that are not in touch with emotions, connections, human connections, etc. So I don't think he should have done that. It turned me off. Maybe you like it. Maybe you're not tired of hearing and seeing and talk and hearing about that topic. Like, yeah, I got this. I hit and run. So I think that took away from what he's capable of doing. All he was trying to do, I feel, was like, look, I can make a song, about women, and yeah, I got this, and I can get down, and it's like I don't like people to just be potty mouth or whatever, or just be kind of just blah with it, like all straightforward without a purpose. Tell a story, set a mood, set a scene, create a movie, create a picture in my head, just like Luther. Luther, even the video was showing like Kendrick was about to be tempted by someone else, and he, had a disconnect with his partner, but then they came together. It talked about relationships, etc. And I'm not saying everybody should just talk about getting married and living happily ever after. But what I am saying is that you have to have some type of creativity how you do stuff. So for me, that was a flop. That was a flop. Maybe it's a bop for y'all, but it's called Hit and Run. If y'all want to check it out, I was battling trying to upload it, and I even edit it, and I was just like, I ain't feeling this. This is trash. Like, nah. I'm gonna call it like I see it. It could be my favorite artist, and if they're not it doesn't resonate with me because it's like, yo, be colorful, with the sexiness. Be colorful, paint the picture. Tell me words, so I could decipher it. You get me? Should I paint her walls or like go off the Pinterest? So or be a romantic, like how they used to write them good songs back in the day, or even some good writers that are still here. So even Baby King, like I said, is a more substantial writer, and he talks about being with girls or just like, but even he's more creative. He's like, oh, you know what, you acting up, so I have a carbon copy. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was so good and creative, how Baby King was only 20 something is writing more substance. And even in this video called Good Flirts, it was in such good taste. You understand? A video called Good Flirts, they could have gone bonkers and been all trashy with it. Yeah, no substance, Marianne. Exactly. So I'm just like over it. Okay, so that's that. So y'all can check that out. Kevin Durant, I don't know what the heck is his purpose. I don't even I think all the people that hang with Drake and love Drake, they all do the same playbook. Him, 50 Cent, they all are weird, have this weird jealousy. This guy has money out the, he got money, and he still is so jealous of, because he doesn't have the respect. You understand? Money, power, respect. What do you want? You understand? What do you want? And he doesn't have the admiration, the respect. Yeah, I'm sure he has fans, but after that came out, people have been saying that he's just like Twitter fingers. And so he was hating on Kendrick. He was asking, I forgot who he was asking, hey, have you seen your daddy Kendrick? Because you got to report to him every day. Or he was just talking, and somebody put all those tweets out, all those text messages actually, and it's to no surprise. It's like, tell me who you hang out with, and I'm gonna tell you who you are. If y'all, all the people, all of them that love Drake or hang out with Drake or are on Drake's side, they all have the same thing. They don't have respect for women. They don't have respect for people. They be using people. They want to be bullies. They're liars. And low vibrating, and nobody, and their downfall is gonna be epic. That's all. Um, so yeah. So at the NAACP, Kendrick won a couple of awards. He won for Luther, with SZA, and he also won for outstanding short story series for the Super Bowl, which the Super Bowl has so many awards. It's amazing. So I was happy about that. I didn't know if he was gonna show up or not, but I had a feeling he wasn't, and he wasn't set to perform or anything. So I knew he was gonna duck that. I knew there was a chance that he wasn't gonna be at that. Um, so okay, so let's go into something lighter. Baby King signing. So um I was set to go to a couple of the ones the signing, but Baby Kim canceled on New York. And like I said before, Baby Kim and Kendrick, I really feel honestly that Baby Kim has residence in New York, or he's staying with Kendrick, or he has his own situation or something, or maybe that's a city that he grew up um in different parts. He, LA, then he moved to Vegas, or etc. But I feel like the fresh start city is New York. They love filming in New York, but I don't think, they film a lot of parts in New York and of the video, and in Queens, and they people saying that that's also references to his that he was making mention of two queens on his um Birds and the Bees. I have that reaction too for the Birds and the Bees, so check that out. But he made up for New York, but the other people that he didn't have signings for went crazy on Twitter. So there was like thousands of comments like, "Oh, so you just gonna make it up to New York? What about?" I think he was supposed to go to Maryland. I'm not sure. Like a couple other places in the east. And I don't know if he's gonna pop out for them, but he most certainly made it up with the quickness for New York. So and he had this heart to heart conversation with New York. Check out my shorts on him interacting with the fans, and he was like on his knees or crouched down just like Kendrick does, and he was like, I miss y'all so much. I love New York. I love y'all, and they just have this this special treatment for New York. Shout out New York because they were litty. They were like, "Oh, Germany, you think you're the only one that can mosh pit?" They were mosh pitting at Webster Hall, and Webster Hall is notorious for the best parties. I've heard a lot of stuff, and they used to have like this type of night, that type of night. So Webster Hall was a spot to be, and it has a lot of culture and history, I guess, in New York. And he went there, but it was too small to me, like for what there was so many people, and it sold out in 15 minutes. So go figure. So it was just crazy. So he made it up to them. I don't know if he's gonna make up and have another surprise, because it took a lot. And Scott was there with him. I don't think Kendrick was there. I'm not sure, but there was a couple people from PG Lang there with him. So, and he was giving out flags. He was just being young and fun. So he had a lot of fun, and he did a concert. I feel like he was warming up and seeing his stamina also. He gave them a treat, but he was also trying to see his stamina with being live and at a concert. So, let's talk about Ti and the situation that's going on with 50 Cent. Lord have mercy. So Ti, this whole thing started, for those of you that do not know, this whole thing started with Ti and 50 Cent, because uh Ti wanted to do a versus with 50 Cent, and 50 didn't respond, or he said yes, and then when Ti advertised it online, he negated it, or he just acted like he doesn't know what he was talking about. So, and then 50 proceeded to post a picture of Ti's wife, Tiny. And it was not a good picture. It was like she was, when they catch you in mid whatever performance or whatever, and it was a not flattering picture. So once that happened, um, then Ti started dropping diss tracks. Um, King dropped the diss track. Ti just kept dropping, but once Damani dropped Miss Jackson, and it was over. Like this, he took it, and the whole family has been exposing Ti for a lot of stuff that he's been doing. Not Ti, exposing 50 for a lot of stuff that he's done in the past. Allegations of him burning his kid's mother's house, and now Damani put out this new diss track, which is absolutely diabolical, and it's a different type of beat, it's a different type of flow, so it's like more gangster. I was trying to upload it, and it was crazy. Like that's why some of the content creators are trying to bleep stuff out, and because it was like being blocked because it's called so, and not just that, what he was saying this so many times, and it was like, so I don't know, it was just being blocked. But if you want to check that out, yeah, can. It's cool. And then he put as a cover, he put in a court document, and he labeled it abuse of power. Domani eviscerated him again. I think he's following Kendrick's playbook of Euphoria style of Meet the Grams. I think Miss Jackson was Meet the Grams, and this is more like Euphoria or something. And this was more upbeat. He was being kind of gangster on it, but he's a great writer. So he alleged a whole bunch of other stuff on this diss track. He talked about his son Marquise, which that has been a strained relationship with 50 Cent and Marquise, and saying that Marquise was desperate to have a father, was even trying to buy a father, like offer 50 like money, like $6,700. I don't know. I have to look into that. But he had a lot of crazy allegations. He destroyed 50. 50 had put out, I uploaded 50's response, because a lot of people were asking about 50's response, but It was to no avail. Yeah, I felt like Webster was, yeah, a trial. Yeah. Also, yeah, I'm getting these messages feel like a little delayed, but yeah, no, I feel you, Marianne. Yeah, I agree. I think Webster Hall was a trial for baby King. Yeah. But Domani just went absolutely crazy. He is showing his range. He needs to capitalize on this moment and drop whatever album, mixtape. I think he has some new music. He is phenomenal. I'm sorry, but I like him better than I like Ti. There, I said it. I've always thought he was great. He was better. So Ti's diss tracks, yes, they're saying a few things, but Domani is a psychological thriller. It's a psychological warfare. It's a psychological war, and he is. It's like you throwing shots, but Domani's throwing cannons. Like he said so much in this new diss track that is sad. He even alleged and had the paperwork, as the cover where 50 Cent kicked his son's mother in the stomach, like, and all the abuse, and he put the court document, like I said, as the cover. But the way he's writing is so clever, and he used the word joy. Like, I guess, does it bring you joy to do that? But that's the one of the girls' names, allegedly. So the money is a star. I love his vibe. I love that he writes with substance. He's a romantic when he uh, writes. I've uploaded a couple of songs, so just type Domani and you see what I've uploaded. Henny and Crystals, yeah, Kenny and Crystals. That is my ish. Like, and he did that a few years ago, so he's always been nice. And Ti has to recognize that. And some of the Family Hustle videos back in the day, I already said that. I've been saying, like, Domani's voice is excellent. It's good. Is unique. Sounds great. It translates well, and he was always trying to go in the studio, even like as a child, or even if y'all watch some of those episodes from Family Hustle where they had a reality show. He was great already, even when he was messing around and just rapping, like, for fun as a teen or whatever. So now he is perfecting his craft. He has been dormant, like he's like a quiet storm, because, pun intended, he's been there this whole time, and people have not recognized, or he's so underrated. So I don't know what's gonna happen. My suggestion, as far as like Ti's family, I don't think they have to keep putting anything else. And yes, Texas, you're right. He is a ish. He is absolutely, the money is it. um he does They don't have to keep putting out anything else. They should let Domani. And that's another thing. Domani is strategic, because he knows what to say and what to do, and what type of beat and vibe he wants to give out for every diss track. I don't think they should just be putting out, okay, everything on emotion. Think it through, and think of what shot you want to throw, what effect you want to have. And I think Damani is escalating. So the first one was just saying a few things, and then this one he also teases in this song called. He also teases that he has way more information. Remember, he is in the his dad was in the industry, so his dad is a star. So he's been around people that have talked about 50, that probably had pictures. He's been in places probably with 50 as because of hip hop. So I'm sure he grew up hip hop. So I'm sure he knows a lot, he's seen a lot, and he's heard enough. So he teases in this new song that he has way more information. Um, so it's gonna get crazy. Now, what 50 did was the song that he did, he just tried to make a hit. And the theme song for Power, his new spin-off, Origins or Legacy, Power Legacy. So he's gonna have everybody listen to the track every time that you want to watch Power. That's great, but it was not that effective, as you guys can hear. It wasn't effective compared to the way they are destroying him. they're destroying his character. They're exposing him like crazy. Now, Ti is not without like a bunch of allegations either, and they went through a breakup, and Tiny wanted to divorce him, and that was kind of funny when Tiny went with Floyd Mayweather for a little bit because Ti was acting up and stepping outside, or there was allegations of him cheating, and she was like, I bet. So he went with someone with she went with someone with even more money. But Mayweather is like a jerk. But Ti wanted to fight him at one point or another, and that was funny. If y'all want to look up, and research and see about those videos when Ti got pissed off and went to go get his woman. And I think it's weird that after that happened, that Ti was like, I'm gonna show you what I could pull. I could, it's like, thank you, next. And as soon as she tried to do that, they've been chilling ever since. Like, and he's back or whatever. But if you do watch the Family Hustle, you see that Ti was there, present as as a father for the kids, and he looked like a pretty decent father, regardless of all the situations. So I just don't think they should keep going. I think this is gonna turn crazier. And I don't think 50 is gonna keep responding or going back and forth. He doesn't have anything in him. Now he's also threatening to do a documentary on Ti and his family. Typical. That's like, memes and putting a movie meme, and that's basically what Drake does too, just like being online or just putting a movie. So as people were saying in the comments, he got to do a documentary on himself because his life reads like a movie anyways. I mean, he did do a movie, but his life and the stuff he's done, I'm sure is crazy as well. And as far as all the alleged abuse, I'm sorry. I believe that he was capable, 50 was capable of doing everything they said that he has done. He is the biggest hip hop bully. I didn't like the song 50 did. Yeah, I didn't like the song either. It did nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. People think it's a banger, like it sounds like a banger. He tried to make a hit, like I said, something that's commercial, just like Nicki Minaj was trying to do whenever she had a little battle going on, and Drake, they try to make a radio hit. It doesn't matter because look, Drake tried to do a radio hit, and where did that get him? He still was messed up, and he still lost every respect. And people still didn't like him, so it doesn't even matter. Um, so that's what's going on, and I don't think they should keep going back and forth. I think Domani doesn't have to put out a lot of songs. I think he has to be strategic now. He has to continue to be strategic because it's overkill. And you said enough, and 50's not gonna respond in the same level. They already won. Ti and his family already won. Domani won. He finished him. He finished the battle basically. Um, So now to Baby Keem's tour. Like I said, most of it is sold out. New York is definitely sold out. Everything in New York. LA is sold out. It's just like very few cities. And Europe, I think, is not sold out. But in the few states that are not sold out, very, very few states, but they're nearly sold out. So that yeah, I think they underestimate um how much, or they're just testing. I think PG Lang is just testing the waters and not trying to overextend themselves, but I think he could have closed out on uh bigger venues, even bigger than what he has. I think he could have sold out stadiums, to be honest. That's just me. So um the listening party, was phenomenal. The whole rollout, they're being old school with it. The signing, if you check out my videos of Baby King signing and connecting with fans, talking to people. Kendrick did the same thing. Kendrick used to do a lot of signings, and he still does, but in a different way. Like when he popped out and at the mall and was signing in New Jersey for the New York, New Jersey show, he's signing a lot of autographs, signing a lot of merch, and he does it on stage also. But traditionally, they're following a traditional pattern with Baby King. Now, uh, this song, this so now they put out so yeah, and that concert, it was so sudden. It was like in the morning. He announced it at 9 o'clock a.m. The concert in New York at Webster Hall, and it was for that same night. So a lot of people couldn't. Some people did fly out, and were able to move things around in time. But a lot of people found it difficult if they had to work or they had other plans or they couldn't make it or couldn't find a flight that were coming from out of state. But New York has sold it out. They just it was gone. Baby Keem's lighting for the show was like I said, it was like boogeyman. It was like not. It wasn't like focusing on him. So it was like just like it was boogeyman. It was like he was. It was mood lighting, I should say. So he wanted it that way, and that's what they did. And that's what it was. Thank you. Thank you for the cash apps. Thank you for the support. I appreciate. I'm gonna check it out. I just saw a notification. Thank you so much. Um, and thank you, members, again. So now the Good Flirts video. Okay. So right after they're so smart. PG Lang is surrounded by geniuses. Is comprised of geniuses thanks to their leader Kendrick. After doing a concert, you got to keep the momentum going. Right now this rollout is hot and heavy. They have to keep the momentum going. And it's true what Baby Kim had put out on Twitter saying the concert is taking too long. He wants to just move this thing along faster. So that's why he wants like more events because the concert starts in April, y'all. So he wants to do stuff and keep the momentum going in the meantime. He doesn't want dead time. I think that Baby Keem is contributing to his album rollout. He's coming up with suggestions and ideas himself. The Good Flirts video, okay, came out the next day, the next morning, which is bright, which is genius because they teased it at the show. So the people that were at the show were able to see it and get it faster and get it right away. So and see a preview of it. So that was great. But they thank you so much. Oh, Tanya. Yeah. Thank you so much for the donation. Yeah, it's just coming out, but I know who it is. I know who it is. I appreciate you. Love you. Thank you for your support. So with this song, I think it was check out my reaction, but I think it was in such good taste. I do believe Good Flirts has two meanings. The meaning is the regular flirty energy. And as you could see, Kendrick was saying, I'm at the house watching Sinners, and he wasn't at the house. He was telling some girl that he was at the house and he was out and about with somebody, So it's like he's lying both ways, to both or just playing games or whatever. But so I do believe it's about flirting, about flirty energy, relationships. And Baby King's energy was more somber. He was like love lost, disappointments, regret. And Kendrick was all smiles, having fun, being flirty. Those were two different energies in that video. It's like Baby Kim is maturing so much, so much. But I also believe because they have so many crosses, and Kendrick is a dichotomy. Kendrick is the antithesis of himself. He is like a duality, which is understood because we are all dualities. We all say we're not going to do something, and then we do it. So we have had those moments in the human experience as you know being in a duality or acting differently than what we plan on acting. But the other meaning that I have because I feel like Kendrick wanted to do the theme song to Sinners, or just like work with Sinners. He loved Sinners. He loves Ryan Coogler because they vibrate at the same frequency. They have the same energy. They are both eclectic geniuses that think outside the box, that think and do things differently, and come up with such creative work of art, because Sinners is so deep and so simple. So the other message that I think in Good Flirts was is about, don't let everybody in the cookout. Don't It's like flirting with disaster. It's like letting people get in your energy temporarily just to have fun. And I equate that again with Drizzy, and how he was a culture vulture, how he came in and, just like we just flirted with the idea of him being a rapper, we ignored a lot of the signs that in the stuff, all these stories that have come, that've been out, that Drake doesn't pay his artists, that he the weekend been talking about this years ago. A lot of his ghostwriters have been talking about it, but it goes over people's head, and people don't want to hear it, or they don't care. Also, it's been in our face. Drake's been playing in our face, not just Drake, but everybody that's a culture vulture that is not doing hip hop for true meaning and substance. Like, I honestly don't think J. Cole's heart is in hip hop. If it was at one point, perhaps, but I don't think it's in hip hop anymore. I think he has. It's like the veil, the curtain has opened, and his intentions don't seem sincere. He just does too many weird things, and it just doesn't have substance. He's talking about the same thing. He doesn't evolve. There's no real growth, and also there's no loyalty with J. Cole. Um, there's no loyalty. The way his JID's album rollout was trash, and he's trying to do all these things for his album rollout, all these creative ideas. It's like he's not even doing right by his artists. He hasn't been doing right by friends. I put out a video of how him and Kendrick were at, singing together on stage and everything, but the people rooted more for Kendrick, and he had been jealous quietly because he wants the fame, he wants the accolade. So that's the same thing of Drake. They want the accolades, they want to be in the circle of the culture, but they're not of the culture. So it's the same situation. So that's what I think about the Good Flirts video. Is It's like Sinners. It's like, I'm gonna be flirty. I'm gonna be, I can cave into temptations, or I almost want to give into temptations, but God's watching, and that they had the crosses in the back. Well, Kendrick did. The color scheme was phenomenal, and I think it was just like Luther. I think it was similar to Luther. They're telling good old fashioned love stories, going on the bus, taking public transportation, talking to your friend, having to work a 9 to 5. They connect with the average regular folks, not just millionaires. So that storytelling is what's going to have them have success in the long run. So I think it was an amazing video. I think that they're going to keep putting out the next track and the next track, and I think they're going to do something creative. That maybe they're going to put out a video, uh, tease it at a concert, at one of the concert venues. He also has that governor's ball. He's headlining that, so we have that going on. So he has a lot that he still has to do, and for an 11 song album, it's just so fulfilling, so jam packed. So I think this has been an amazing run for Baby Keem, and um I think for the Grammys next year, he's going to sweep all the categories, a lot of the categories. But even if he doesn't, I feel like hip hop is above the Grammys. I feel like the Grammys needs hip hop. The few years that they were doing wrong by our people, there was no interest in the Grammys, and people stopped going to it. Kendrick stopped going to it. So now it's on and popping because awarding the right people. So I think Baby Keem has a lot of accolades up ahead, and I'm glad that he's been healing, that he's able to do this tour, that he took the time to figure out what he wants, because fame came very quickly to him. He was only like 16 when he was already producing with Kendrick, and 19 when he put out an album. So all of that was just like a whirlwind that was kind of fast. So he's still young and he's still learning, but I feel like he has matured a lot. The videos that he's been putting out have been so sophisticated, have been storytelling, have been funny. He inserts humor. So PG Lang is doing great by this guy. PG Lang is rolling out the red carpet for this guy. And I can't wait to see what happens next. So the tours are going to begin. The first tour, let me see. Um, the first tour is coming up. I'll let y'all know what's going on. I had my Streamlabs is working, so that's how I've been doing the reactions. Um, but I haven't tested it for going live, so I could show you stuff. But I'm gonna do that next time. So North Carolina sold out. Atlanta sold out. There's one place in Atlanta at so April 15th is the first concert. That's the first concert, April 15th. April 20th, the second night in Atlanta still has tickets. Um, Florida is sold out. Uh, Texas still has tickets. Houston, Texas has tickets. Dallas is done. Vegas is sold out. Arizona, California, like everything. It's just just Seattle, Vancouver, a few, like I said, a few cities. Milwaukee still has tickets, and Washington. Canada is sold out. Yeah, can't wait. Is he going to Canada? Hold on. Yeah, I think he's going to Canada. Yeah, one of the nights is sold out. He's going to Montreal. Okay. Um, and he has some tickets like overseas. So all of that stuff, and I'm mad the way they just put New York and sold out, and then they took it away because it was just a one night thing. Um, so it's just going crazy. So I really feel like they're gonna add more dates to the venue because it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough time, and it wasn't enough tickets for people. It's not enough tickets. I really don't think it's enough tickets. I don't know what y'all think. I really don't think it's enough tickets. Like enough like tickets available that he's selling. I think the venues, I don't even know how many people these venues hold, but um so and Young Thug has not responded or said anything so far about the mention on Good Flirts, because what can he say? Kendrick made it like so funny and so lighthearted, and at the same time disrespectful, that he can't really say much. Um, let's see what else we have. Uh, what else is coming up? I do think that PG Lang is planning another event. Yeah, I hope they add more. It's not enough. A lot of people, so that's like what's going viral, that people are complaining that it's not enough, like everything is selling out, or has sold out already. And like as soon as he posted, the same day New York has sold out, um North Carolina has sold out, Vegas has sold out. So a lot of places, it was like 9 states that's sold out within the day. Um, so it's just, I don't think it's enough. I think they just want to be safe and they're trying it out. But and also I do think that Kendrick is gonna pop out. I know that Kendrick is gonna pop out in one of these nights. So I do believe that. Miss Kissar, how you doing? Hi. So I do believe Kendrick is gonna pop out in maybe New York or in California, or maybe in Vegas. You know how unpredictable he is. So um, definitely one of those or a few of those nights, Kendrick will probably make an appearance. I also like. I don't know if y'all got tickets. If y'all got tickets, y'all can shout out what tickets y'all got when y'all going. Um, I also like in Good Flirts how Baby Keem, Kendrick could have almost stolen the shine from that whole entire song because every talk was about Kendrick and his lyrics. A lot of the men were so upset. It was a lot of men mostly, not trying to be sexist or anything, but it was a lot of men that didn't like it. More so complaints than the women. I didn't see a lot of people, too many women complaining about it. A lot of them liked it. Um, but Baby Keem was, like I said, more serious in it, more like reserved. He wasn't smiling as much. I thought that was different. They were telling two different stories. Um, but and Kendrick was all happy go lucky, flirty. He understood that assignment. So yeah, so that was different. Um, let's see what else is going on. So yeah, there's just been a lot of nonsense, a lot of different things. I don't know. Az Chike's album still has not dropped, or he's still, when you're with a label, you got to go with what the label says and does. And I don't think they kept capitalizing from the momentum of the Super Bowl, when and when he went live on when he was at the show, in California and popped out on stage with Kendrick. But I'm glad that he does have a deal going on. So I'm glad that he does have a deal. But see, and Kendrick didn't put him in PG Lang. Kendrick is very specific and very, because he's still studying these guys. And I'm glad that AZ Chike is thankful. But you know, AZ Chike is still a new artist. Like, he's been working on music for a while, but he's still trying to show and prove of what he can do. So Kendrick, of course, was going to give a chance to his cousin, and he even had to show and prove. So he's been showing Kendrick music and what he can do in his writing since he was at around 16. I have videos on that. So I will be, uploading a little bit of the backstory of Baby Keem, when it comes to music, etc. So and I'm glad he didn't just go crazy and added all these guys and sign all these guys to um PG Lang right away, and just because look how some of them turn out, like Dodie Six. So um that was funny. Did y'all hear the little girl, Ti's daughter, singing that song? That was just so crazy. She was singing that song, that diss track. Um, that was crazy. The family just been going nuts. Let's see what else is going on. So, uh, yeah, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, with Little Wayne, and it doesn't matter. I know he's still crying, you know, in lowercase. So, but it's all good. Um, hi, how you doing, Harvey? Yeah, he's still crying in lowercase. I don't care about that. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, he's going out sad and pathetic. Something else that was that happened was the dedication of Nipsey Hussle. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. There was a shootout at Nipsey Hussle's dedication, opening of his of a Long Beach marathon burger. Two events happened. They first dedicated an intersection and called it Nipsey Hussle Square. That was great. That was, a beautiful event. His whole family was there. A lot of people came through. And then they opened up a location where in Long Beach, and Snoop Dogg is invested in that location. He has some type of ownership in that. So I don't know what's going on, but let me see what y'all saying. Easy Check label seems out of sync with taking advantage of opportunities. Right. Um, yes, I agree with that. That's what I was saying. Easy Check's label is not taking advantage, and they don't understand. I don't know if they understand hip hop, I'm sorry. I don't know if they understand hip hop, and I'm sure he's working on great. May have a track with Tyler. He may have a track with Tyler. He also has Pharrell that's doing a beat with him. But if I don't like labels that shelf projects, if this man's work ethic is to work and work and you got a team working on him, he's been working on this for like a while. So I mean, it is what it is. I just don't see so much. He has potential, but also, respectfully, I think he has to continue to develop as a writer, and also what he talks about, because sometimes he's like a potty mouth and everything, but you got to know how to tell stories and have substance. You can't just be talking dirty, and then, you get me, respectfully, Az Chai, because I know I've interacted with you online and in your lives. But if you see this, because you be on, watching certain things, and that's my opinion. That's what I feel. I feel like he has potential and he can go crazy, and he has a great voice. But I think that he needs some type of guidance. I think he needs Kendrick. I think he needs Kendrick. Let me see what y'all saying. I don't know. I think he needs Kendrick. Poor boy. But it is what it is. Let's see. Yeah, Miss Kissa, when little Lisa got in it, I had to laugh and shake my head. Yeah, because that her song that she was singing was from a kids show. It was from a show. I forgot what it was. RB, how you doing? A2. So I saw that too. Were some of the men mad at us ladies for liking the song? They were pissed off. The guys in the comments, I had to remove a bunch of them myself. Most of the men that are subscribed to me have a lot of decorum, or they just real chill. Because most of my subscribers are men, as I said before. Don't ask me. My analytics say so, and by far, like by far, 60 some, 68%. Or that's what it was last time. So yeah, they were mad. They were saying that, okay, the controversies behind Good Flirts, they were saying Kendrick didn't need to be in that song. The song was perfect without it. No, hell no. The song was great, but Kendrick added that final sauce. It's like a burger with no sauce, no ketchup, no anything. That is good. It's still a burger, but Kendrick and Baby Keem did a perfect situation on that song, a perfect symphony on that song. Kendrick's verse was absolutely needed because the song is called Good Flirt. So you need, even if Baby Keem is not talking specifically meaning about flirting for real, or he's using it metaphorically, you still need to give the audience the perception of what a flirting, and touch on that topic. So they were saying that they didn't want to hear Kendrick in his sexy mode and in boo loving mode, like I said on my shorts. Kendrick, I know we need to have Kendrick in the boo loving mode, because look at what happened with Luther. How many awards has that thing won? Luther has gotten awards in every category, in every award show, and everything. It was phenomenal. Won multiple Grammys because Kendrick was in his boo loving stage. Don't come at me and tell me nothing. I'm not trying to hear it. My whole channel is Kendrick boo loving. Most no, it's only 95%. 90%. I got other artists. Shout out to Jill Scott and a bunch of other people that I love and that I post, Wale and a few people that I post. But Wale still, Wale, that's another story for another day. He has a new song out too, I think, or a new video, something. I like him. I want him to do better, or just, I don't know. He's so underrated. But um, So don't tell me that Kendrick does not need to be in that stage. The people that are saying, the guys that are saying that respectfully are not touching on a booty. They don't have someone, or they, even if they choose to be by themselves, they gave up on love or something. Um, we did not. We love a good rom com, and as I stated in my reaction, for the good flirts, Kendrick absolutely needs to make rom coms, black romantic movies, or just good movies. It doesn't matter, and put a great love story in it, because good lord, he's an excellent writer. He needs to do that ASAP, expeditiously, yesterday. He needs to do that yesterday. Think about if this man um makes movies. If PG Lang does movies with a black experience, or culturally, influence, all day. Kendrick, stay in your boo loving. By the way, Kendrick knows that Kendrick is aware of everything, and I can prove it. Kendrick knows that we love Kendrick Smiles, that Kendrick Smiles is taking over the universe, the planet, and the entropy. I think he knows about our channel, friends, because um I've told too many people, everybody that is connected to him that I speak to, every single body. I told Smack, I told his bodyguard, I told his other bodyguard, I told the dancers, I told Calmatic, like I've told a lot of people about this channel. I told everybody, and I even show it to them. And I was gonna do that with Baby Keem, but he canceled some of the signings that I was gonna go to, and I couldn't go to. Because I was gonna definitely record myself saying, I had two phones, like two phones, Baby Keem, ready to go meet him, and one of them was gonna, I had people, I had somebody I was gonna go with, and it's like, your job is to film me filming him, or filming whatever. So I had, definitely, and I had one was just gonna be Sensitive Savage. Here you go, you live here, Baby King, you live here. I want to show love to you, and my community loves you and your cousin. We are obsessed. The end. And then take a picture. But it, there was a snowstorm in New York, and the other one in the East was all canceled, and California was sold out. It was no hope for there to go. So, yeah, Kendrick need to stay in the boo loving. People just don't have booties to squeeze or something. The world would be better if there was more. But he only said booties 8 times, so I don't even know what they're tripping about. He only said it 8 times in the song. I was really hoping for more, because I'm a straight savage. I'm like, yo, I could have looped that. That's like my ringtone, my wake up alarm. That's my wake up alarm now. Miss Kiss said, I agree with you. They just want something to say about Kendrick. They just jealous because they. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. These people keep making songs about having all these bitches and all this stuff, and it does not influence. You can't fake and buy influence. It does not move us. We're not moved. We hear the same recycled nonsense 50,000 times. And by the way, oh, I forgot to say this in my Good Flirts review, and I was so mad at myself that I forgot to say, when Kendrick was sitting with the basketball and the girl outside, didn't that look like Love and Basketball? Shout out to Love and Basketball, that movie, Sanaa them. You're just beautiful. Um, that was my joint. Are you crazy? That looked like a Love and Basketball scene. If that was a movie, oh my God, I know that Kendrick could develop it beautifully, and cause, and write and create a climactic moment, and have the villains and the people and the interference, and love conquers all at the end. I'm a helpless romantic, I suppose. I suppose. Let's see what y'all saying. AZ Chike's team is too focused on other artists currently running. I'm concerned that they don't have enough confidence in him. Miss Kissar, you are not lying, boy. You said a mouthful there. It's something not right. My intuition is saying something's not right with his record label. I don't know what the hell's going on. RB said Some of the men were mad. Yeah, we were talking about that. Was good for supposed to sound like Euphoria. They just want him to just be going ham and yo, listen, a player loves, thugs love too, you know, and and the boogeyman needs love too. The boogeyman needs love. And he can't, and that's the beauty what made Kendrick famous. His versatility. His versatility. His albums don't ever sound like all go ham. His albums sound have variety, have spiritual messages, him talking to God in reincarnation. He goes into Squabble Love. And he goes into Heart, part 6, where he's reminiscing. He goes into Luther. Come on now. Stop act they just need to be ignored and they need attention. That's what it is. Everybody that listen, Kendrick has so many people that are jealous of him. We cannot keep track. We are losing track of how many men are jealous. I only post men on my page, rappers that are not jealous of Kendrick. Just in case you've been studying me, shout out. Thank you for the people and the beautiful compliments on my editing things and that new video that I posted today. I can't I couldn't find a perfect song, so I remixed the song. I'm making a song. I'm a remix. I'm a DJ. Um because I kind of played with DJing and stuff in the past, and I've been in studios and dialing and just adjusting and creating and remixing. So I'm doing it myself. A lot of the stuff that y'all hear is artists that are unsigned or some are signed. Just check out YouTube said the name of the artist. Um, London. I think it was London, and it was like 3 or 4 people on that song. But you're not gonna find that remix anywhere because I created it. I created it. I slowed down the beat. I removed the music. I removed the music from Good Flirts and added Kendrick's isolated vocals, and I slowed down. It gets complicated, but that's why you're not. That's because a lot of people, some people were asking me like, "Oh, where's?" Because they heard the song that is posted. The song information is posted on the new edit that I have, but it doesn't have Kendrick because I created that a few hours ago. So that's why that's a new mix that I made. So I have mixes that I make. But yeah, variety, talent. Um, we know what the real problem with those haters. Yes, Texas. Yeah, they don't have booties to smooth, and it's a jealousy because Kendrick's voice is so appealing. Kendrick's voice is so appealing. Listen, I felt like he was inches away and to taking the shine off of Baby King respectfully or on that song. And quite frankly, he was more the talk of the town, the controversy because he had the verse. When he didn't have the verse on the other one, everybody was fine. I smell something, and everybody's like, okay, you're good. And he can change. He can do. Listen, if Kendrick does an all jazz album, I am there. I am there. If he decides to do an all R&B album, I'm there, and he's gonna still sell out a stadium. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Thank you, T Star Real Target. Lemon Love. How you doing? Hi there. I caught alive. Thank you. Um, they're definitely hating on him. I didn't think of that reference. Yeah, I put the sample for the song that they use. They're geniuses. They use "If You See Me Walking Down the Street," but they slowed it down. Yeah, they slowed the tempo, and they just know how to cook. They just know how to fix it. I know a little bit about that, so I understand what they're doing. When I listen to these songs of music, I'm listening to what they're doing, the background, the 808s, just everything. But I think Kendrick should do the soundtrack to the Black Panther 3, and if there's a Sinners 2 or whatever the situation, he should have been on Sinners. But I'm watching Sinners with my favorite sinner. It's phenomenal. With my favorite sinners, people, I think that it rubbed people the wrong way. Men, and shout out to the men that are in the live watching quietly. Shout out to y'all. We're not talking about y'all. We love y'all, hug you, love you down. Thanks for subscribing. But we're talking about people that are just hating that their Kendrick's sensuality irks them. He got sexy ass swag, and it irks them. It sent them to the moon. There was so much. If y'all look on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, people were just, oh my God, making videos on how much they hate it. And then there's some guys who are making videos on how dope it was. And they were, and he's going viral either way. He's going viral on TikTok because people, men, the cool guys are reacting, are reenacting the, I'm at the house with my favorite singer. That's viral. So to reenact that, to be at the house with your favorite singer on the couch. So some guys are being so cute and adorable, and it's going viral. So check that out. If y'all have time or whatever to look for that. So the people that love it just love. So look, be aware. That should be your sign. Guys that don't have a problem with that, thumbs up. Or people that don't have a problem, because there's some women, a few women had a problem with it too. Man, I hope Kendrick hears that, doubles down, and I know he's aware, and does it again and does it again. And I'm glad Kendrick let Baby Keem shine. Imagine if Kendrick had four different features on four different songs on Baby Keem's album. He would have taken over. He would have taken that poor thing over, and that poor kid would not, like, Baby Keem can hold his own. He's extremely talented, and I said that I think he deserves a Pulitzer for this album, for the writing. He needs a Pulitzer yesterday. If you hear me, somebody, and you're connected, just let that boy, you know, earn that, because the intro, it just stole my heart. The intro of the song, Casino, the song, the Casino, the ending of Casino, when he goes crazy, he sounds like Kendrick. He is. I'm sorry, and I hope he doesn't take this the wrong way if he's listening. He's like a Kendrick Jr., Kendrick in the making. He is like Kendrick. He is, and the way that they're preparing him is so freaking cute. The way he started his concert, the album listening, like, crouched down just like Kendrick on the floor like that with the mic, and his face down, freaking fire. And the same thing that he did at the surprise party, at the surprise party concert in New York City. It's like a little Kendrick. They're wearing the same shoes, by the way. I was gonna upload that because I'll be noticing stuff. See, I'm a little nosy, or attention to detail. And so I see that he's wearing similar styles. Kendrick is cleaning him up. They're both enjoying, like, picking styles. Baby Keem looks amazing. Amazing. He's growing into himself, developing as a grown man. He looks amazing in the Good Flirts music video. The lighting, the way that, oh, whoever filmed this and the director, I gotta look into them, because they are just brilliant masterminds. And it looked like Luther in a lot of places with the aerial views and the architectural structure. I'm sorry, it was so Lutherish. The black and whites, in and out, earth tones. I freaking loved it. I can't tell you how many times. How many times have y'all watched it? And how many times, like, does the album keep you in a chokehold? I love so many songs in Casino. The intro, it gets me so much. Um, just everything, every freaking thing. No blame. Every song, every song. You know, they set the bar up high, so you got to be this tall to ride this ride. If Think about any album coming out after Casino or after GNX, it's suicide. It's like a suicide mission. If you're not putting out quality freaking work like the Clips did, like all these albums like Nas did, you are self-destructing. You are it's a suicide mission, respectfully. Like, you're done. That's why, do y'all think Drizzy Karen is gonna put out Iceman? I already talked about that in the beginning of the live. That thing is frozen in time. That thing is, and I thought it was ironic that Baby Keem in the Good Flirts video was at the ice stands. I don't think that was just casual. I think that was intentional. Let's see. How Okay. Lemon, Love put the fire signs. Love and basketball is definitely gonna be watched forever in my high school. Forever times infinity and one day in my house. forever times infinity and only one day. Because I promise you, the way that that movie puts you through emotions, and it looked like a scene from the new and improved Love and Basketball on that Good Flirts. That scene, I rewinded that like 50 million, 11,000 times. When he was sitting and talking to the girl, he is all in. He is all in looking at her. And that's what we want. We want that connection. We don't want, a lot of people nowadays, the dating, people that are dating just, it's just a disaster because people playing games. People are not committal even at 80, at 70. This is like no hope. This is some people, right? Feel like there's no hope. So we thirst, we thirst, and Kendrick quenches our thirst with those moments, and PG Lang, of human connection, of good old fashioned romance, of I'm into you, you're into me, and that's what it was. And Baby King was reminiscent of those moments and saying, Baby Keem's energy in this video was almost like, I can flirt with people and have a little bit of temporary fun, but I'm still hurting by the love lost. We used to, we used to do this, we used to do that. He's very nostalgic in this video. And Kendrick is on a different thing. Kendrick is on a different thing. He got a person, he got somebody at home. He's showing you different levels and different ages and stages of love and connection. This one, Kendrick has a whole person at home and in real life, right? And he's over there having fun playing little tiny games and saying, "Yeah, I'm at the couch. I'm at the house watching Sinners on the couch. Yeah, chilling." But he out there in a beautiful park setting, intimate summer night's dream. It's like a summer night's dream. I'm so detailed. It's poetic. It's poetic. Let me see what y'all saying. Hello, hi, vibrant numerals. Thank you so much. I think those men wanted this to someone, but that song wasn't about that. Um, the song wasn't about it, but I think but Kendrick still inserts a little bit of medicine. Kendrick still inserts a little bit of shots. And I think Baby Keem too, but it wasn't the concentration of it. I agree, Miss Marianne. That wasn't the concentration. Not everything has to be about that. You understand? So yes, while I think that Baby Keem was throwing little shots in his own way in that album, and the more I look at it and analyze, I mean, on that song and the video specifically, how he was like ice. He could have been giving out um uh in New York, there's uh doubles. He could have been giving out oxtails plates. You understand? Empanadas. He could have been giving out anything, and he had ice. So I know they have a sense of humor. Remember, these two are so goofy behind the scenes. Members, I want to upload behind the scenes stuff. Baby Keem having just going crazy behind the scenes with Scott. And Scott is, I think Scott Bridgeway is his best friend. I'm sorry, but I think he's one of his best friends. He Because he wanted him to be the feature producer on this thing. Soundwave just helped out a little bit. Soundwave only helped out on a couple of songs, but Scott was the main one, and so was Scott was the main one on his Melodic Blue. I'm gonna be uploading also Melodic Blue for those of you that do not know about Baby King's first album. So look out for that. I just post what I like and random stuff, and hope y'all like and receive it. If not, watch the next thing. Um, so, and I was trying to upload that Domani's diss track, but Lord have mercy, YouTube was was putting belt to ass. They were like, first of all, this video has to be 18 or over. They blocked it. Then I try to bleep out the words every time he said, because it's called, that's what it's called. So I just be fighting with for my life. Like I told Miss Tex in one of the comments, I was like, I just be wanting to give up. I just be like, you know what? I don't have to do this YouTube thing. I would just do a Patreon and just call it a day. Cause Lord, I love YouTube so much. I love the opportunity so much, but they don't let me always be great. There is so much I want to put up. on the members so much more, but I still got it. I got y'all members, don't worry. But it's like, man, I had so many behind the scenes. I got a hold of Kendrick, like I don't know, it's like a 30-minute behind the scenes, him hanging out, doing stuff. And it just won't let me. It just keeps saying block or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, it won't let me, and I don't want to get a strike. And I just can't. YouTube, the fight of my life. But I'm gonna look into a Patreon also, because then I could dump it there. I'll be like, okay, this is all the stuff I wanted to show y'all, and YouTube is cock blocking, respectfully. Um, Texas said he could do a deluxe to this album with all turn up, yeah, music, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, he could do whatever he wants. A lemon love said, yes, they irritate me. Everything doesn't have to be a this. Yeah. Um let me see. Everything doesn't have to be a this. I love that he can just have fun, and let the man have fun and have romance, and say booty 8 times respectfully. Okay, derriere. If you don't want the word, I don't know what they would want it. Miss Marianne said Baby King was amazing, and he opened his heart on stage to his fans. I just want to hug him. I just want to hug Baby King so much. I just want to hug him. I just want to adopt him. I just want to be like, here, you'll be fine. You have a friend in us. My channel loves you, Baby King. If you're out there and you're listening, we freaking love you. You could come talk to us, chill with us, heal with us. Come heal with us. Music is healing. His heart on the stage to the fans, and they responded in kind. They were so lit. They loved that boy so much. They loved him so much. They were going crazy. New York, I applaud you. Salute New York. New York went ham on that damn concert. They were going crazy, but at times he was like, "No, no, no, y'all chill," because he got a little scared. But they were like, "Aye, we'll chill." They listened to him because Baby King got a little concerned at one point. I didn't upload that because they were just like, "You know what? We're gonna tear this." But there is a video I have to upload, an old video I might have uploaded, where the fans, Kendrick was doing one of these small venues, and they broke the floor. They broke the floor during King Kunta. I don't know what song it was, and they broke the floor of the venue. The end. And what do you think they're gonna do with Baby King's Family Ties? That was his song, and Kendrick featured on it. But that was his. That's why now Family Ties has a brand new awakening. It's like a brand new restart button, and it's gonna go viral again because he's gonna play it on tour. He's gonna play it on tour, and I hope Kendrick comes out to that or to any other song. Lemon said, Lemon Love said, yes, I love the real hip hop is back on the map and making these artists do work. Period. Period. That it's like, damn it, we gotta write real stuff now. Damn it, we gotta put out. Everybody's shaking their head. Just think about it. You want to think about something funny? Think about all the whack ass artists that are shaking their head like, my rollout is trash. I don't even want to they're throwing the albums away. They're just like, I just picture them like throwing the whole album, burning whatever album they want to put out, just burning it. And thank you. We thank you ahead of time for you burning your album and not putting it out and turning around and just being mad and walking and huffing and puffing along your way. Thank you. We appreciate you sparing our ears. Texas says, I'm tired of people trying to become relevant by dissing each other. When Salt did that short rap at the end of NAACP, people were talking about how much they miss rap with substance from rappers. Yeah, they were so funny. I'll say they were like, we don't know what the hell we talking about. We just happy to be here. They were like messing up a little bit, but yeah, Salt was like, yo, this is where it came from. I still got it. Nah, that was real, and everybody was agreeing, bopping their head, nodding their head, just like with her. Like, you see what I'm talking about? That's what we do. That's the blueprint. So, oh yeah, go and do work. So all these great artists and Baby Keem and PG Lang is forcing people to go back to scratch, to start from scratch, and to um, figure out what their intentions are. What is your intention? If all y'all want to do is just make money, it's gonna show. Age of Aquarius, everything's gonna show. Everything is being exposed. Systems are crumbling down. All these fake systems are crumbling down, and it's an age of authenticity. It's gonna show. So people's intention, only the strong and the real will survive. Only the real will survive. So now there's an like a resurfacing of people that have substance and have talent. And that's why if it takes the OGs to bring back hip hop and a few good younger folks like Baby King, so be it, so be it. Because the OGs are running this thing right now. The OGs are running this thing right now. Are you crazy? De La Soul, um, um, all these people, Clips, 50 years old. Come on, Malice. I mean, Malice 50. Come on. Um, but if Busta Rhymes probably could come out here and tear this whole thing up. Busta Rhymes, with all his problems and everything, but he was a serious performer. He took over that stage. If you saw Busta Rhymes live or you seen some videos, boy, that boy would tear up a stage. So it takes all these OGs to get it right. Then take notes, mofos. Then take notes. All you people take notes, and here's your pen. Um, T Star Real said thank you to somebody. Lemon Love said 100%. Yeah, Lemon Love says say booty 8 times. I'm gonna say booty 8 times every morning. That's part of my affirmation. And then I deserve it all. Right after. My ringtone is that respectfully. My ringtone is I loop that thing, and I also love Kendrick's. I'm obsessed. Please pray for me. Kendrick's cadence when he's like never. I don't know. I don't even know what he's saying. Let me look for the lyrics when he's sitting on the edge of the thing. Let me look for the lyrics. I'm so obsessed with that. So I love it so much. It makes the day bright. It makes the sun shine. Um, Flirts lyrics. See, y'all made me do it because the lyrics are just too good. Hold on, the lyrics are way too good. Everything, all the lyrics and Baby King stuff is amazing. Baby Keem starts out. You used to call my phone on a Friday night so we could plan for the weekend. And what happened to love? What happened to love? This whole thing is so good. This song is so freaking good. I can't get over it, and I might need help. Please send help because I can't get over this whole thing. I cannot get over it. It's been over twice. If you know, you know. How many of y'all broken up with somebody like 50 million, 11,000 times? And sometimes you get back to them because you think, okay, there's potential, and sometimes you like that. What the hell is wrong with me, right? Um, and it's been over, and he's so nostalgic and sad. Don't you love a good flirt with a stranger like that? It's almost like when you're sad and then you just flirt with somebody like, yo, I still got it, man. Look at me, I still got it. I can make somebody look or do a double take. I still got it. So I love this song. Don't you love letting out a like an ugly cry? So why would they say that? An ugly cry? That means because you hurting and you purging, and you letting things go. So we're back to reviewing this song because it is too good. Because y'all talking about how many people hated it, and you're right. Um, you was almost like my safe haven, but you ended up acting up. Isn't that something? How many of us can relate to all this stuff when you believe in love? You believe you found the one, right? You believe you found the one. It's a karmic relationship when you are the soulmate, but they're not the soulmate. They're not ready to be a soulmate. So they deviate. They deviate and they have to go learn because that's a twin flame. A twin flame is always a breakup. They have to go learn. They got to heal because you're ready. You understand the intention. You understand the magnitude of the relationship, and they don't. They don't understand it. They don't value it. They don't care. So this is what he's talking about. I ain't even took you on a vacation. Like there's so many things that we couldn't do. Shorty, you on one. Like, why are you acting up? And then Kendrick, I never knew a love like this, right? Now he's reminiscing more lightheartedly. F a friend zone. when you hug like this. Yeah, some hugs are really good, right? And the gossip with my chick, when a man loves you or a woman loves you, they're gonna hear about your stories about work and gossip and, oh, I don't like this one and this one did this to me, etc. They gonna listen even if they're just like, oh yeah, yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, she didn't need to do you like that. Yeah, no, they need to fire her. And they're not really listening to nothing, but they're there for you. So that's what they're talking about. My favorite sinner, because we are all sinners. The line was spectacular. I was about to, but you convinced us. And that's why I said 50 Shades of Kendrick, because he is like, you know how people always say Kendrick was talking through it, which we all know. He talks very well. He could get a Pulitzer for talking you through it, I'm sure. But then he was like, I was about to, like, are you coming over? F that chick, F that bitch. And he was like, I was about to, but you convinced us not to or whatever. It's like punishing. It's punishing. Watch 50 Shades, or maybe y'all don't because it's crazy. If y'all seen that movie, the trilogy, I think it's 2, 3 parts. 50 Shades, it's like punishing. It's like sexual punishment. Like it's just foreplay for some people within measure, I suppose. Um, and then he talks about meditating. This is the part that I loop that I can. And the same sentence talking about should I decorate her walls? You asking one girl if you should decorate another girl's walls if these walls can talk? Kendrick is no. Oh, y'all don't believe me that he's a savage? Okay, just read this lyric a couple times and come back to me. Come back to the lives. Read the lyrics a couple times and come back to me. That's why I get excited. That's why I understand his intentions. That's why I know when he does his face, I can do an edit on it because I know what he was thinking. And also, I speak to Kendrick when I'm live and recording, and I know what I say. And there's certain things that I say and he loves it and he gives me the smile I say I got a little gift of gab, so I'm like, oh, you're not gonna give me the smile today? You're gonna pretend like you didn't see me at your concert last week? You're gonna pretend, Kendrick? Where's my smile? I say stuff like that, and that's why I get good footage, because then he hears me and he knows. He's like, I don't know who this little girl is, but here's your little thing for your little YouTube, and here's your smile, and here's your little wave, and and a good time is had by all. We all appreciate. And look what he says. Never too late to meditate. Never too late to meditate on emotions and emotional attachments. He talks about meditating. I don't know when you're gonna talk about walls, and then you're gonna go Zen. Let me meditate and cleanse my spirit. That's a a duality. Even if I fall short from my distractions, like he's putting the medicine in it again. He's saying I fall short about the spiritual person guru that I say that I am, and how I've worked on myself, but I still have temptations. So iceberg jeans and the Truies, Duckworth, street smart, but I'm goofy. And that's the epitome of it all. Kendrick has a serious sense of humor. He is fantastic. He is amazing. Let me see what y'all saying. So I just love, oh, y'all are laughing. Oh, because I'm acting. I'm giving you like 85% of myself. Like I'm really being myself. Because I'm a goofball too. That's why I know when he's goofy and I enjoy that laugh that I just put today. Oh, I gotta charge. I hope you guys can still hear me. I gotta connect my charger. That laugh in that video that I posted today, Kendrick laughing, was so diabolical. When I heard it, when I had that video, I connect this. Okay. I hope y'all can still hear me. It might sound a little different because I'm plugging. I'm figuring it out, y'all. That laugh in the shorts that I just uploaded, oh my god, it scared me so good. It scared me. Like, his laugh is so diabolical and so amazing. It's him. It's him. His sense of humor is out of pocket. His sense of humor is out of pocket. Oh, Lemon Love, you seen all 3 parts? You go, girl. You go, girl. You seen all 3 parts? That thing was juicy. That thing juicy. I was like, oh my, yeah. I seen some of it. I gotta watch one of the parts, but we talk about the 50 Shades. Kendrick, why don't you do a little 50 Shades? I'm giving you that information. I gave you that. Um,
you know, that idea. I've been saying it. I said it in my review, in my reaction of Good Flirts that I posted last night. It was like a little later than I wanted to, but so yeah, you seen that thing, girl? Y'all seen that movie? That movie opened my eyes. I was like, dang, they're freak nasty. They are crazy. That boy crazy. But then it's interesting. It's interesting. Imagine. Let me not. I think I need to do a live with just the members, or just two or three, or whatever the members that can handle this conversation. Because my members be very sophisticated sometimes, but they be bugging out too. But nah, but some of the subscribers, y'all are lit, cause you know what I'm saying. Cause look, she's seen it. Diabolical. That movie was so diabolical. I was blushing the whole time. I was like, oh God. I felt like I had sinned after watching. I was like, holy water, Florida water, something. Somebody turned sage, turned it on, light it up. I was like, oh. But that's what Kendrick does. He gives you little moments like that. It's like, it's so obvious to me. I don't know why people don't see how obvious it is that he is an excellent writer. He does spiritual healing. He's talking about meditating right after he talks about walls. It's all I have to say. Love his sense of humor. I get it. Some people are offended by that. Definitely a menace. He's a menace. That laugh. Somebody. Oh my God, y'all crazier than me. Somebody said they want that as their ringtone. Their wake up alarm sound or ringtone. That laugh. That thing scared me. He's definitely a savage. He started real sad. I don't know how many times. All I do is convince y'all that he is. And he said it. He said it in his lyric. I go crazy every time he says it. Yeah, he keeps it real. He's keeping it real. Love his sense of humor. And that's the thing. A lot of people didn't understand his sense of humor on that song. And I hope to God, remember, he's cooking something. Remember Nights Over Egypt? When we saw the little studio session and we heard the snippet? Kendrick, if you're listening to me, I swear from God, we gonna fight. I'll find you. I'll start a GoFundMe to go to every concert that you have, and find you and fight if you do not put out that song. Cause I know he said he's stingy. He's like, oh, I'm stingy. He says it. I think I uploaded something where he was like, with Anderson Paak, he in the studio. Check that out. Where he said don't play that because Anderson was about to was playing something that sounded so good back in the day, and he was like, don't play that, don't play that. And I don't know what he did with that song. He never put it out. And then he said, I'm stingy, and started laughing. Like, he keeps some song to himself. He said that. And I understand, but I don't understand. It makes me very, very sad. So if he does not do anything with that Nights Over Egypt snippet that he put out, how many of y'all gonna be upset? We still didn't get the snippet from All Right. Remember the snippet that he put in the beginning when he said, "Hey, yo, Soundwave," and he just was, "Tell me who the hating on me." If he doesn't put out that snippet, oh my God! Or that Nights of Egypt and a couple of other songs that I played for y'all or that I uploaded. But yeah, so there's a lot going on. I think Kendrick is working on an album for sure. Soundwave, they keep teasing stuff, and I don't even know how to upload. Like, PG Lang puts out weird things. They put out a happy smiley face. It looked like a second grader drew it or a kindergartner drew it, and they just posted that and kept that on their story for a while. So I don't know what that means. I don't even know if I should upload that because like I'm sick and tired of trying to decipher certain things that they do, and it's just crazy. But I know there's a lot going on. I'm not gonna keep y'all. A lot of us are live tonight. Everybody's live. A lot of us are live. Y'all probably on 2 or 3 different phones or 5 different computers watching. But thank you so much for being here. Um, I'm gonna keep trying to. Next time, I'm gonna try to use Streamlabs to go live so I can show y'all different things. But I don't know the quality of my. I have 2 different laptops, and I don't even know if I like either one of them. And one is a Mac, but um, But I'm gonna, I'm still learning and growing. If y'all see that I react and I don't put the music, it's because I do not want to get a strike. They want to shut down our channels. And that's why some reactors, I saw that they wrote words all over the music video. I, I forgot who it was that he wrote, YouTube, don't block this video, please. He wrote all over the video, like, he superimpose words. You know how I put my watermarks as a savage. People be fighting me for that thing. They be hating so much. They're like, "You're so unprofessional," and I'm like, "I'm very professional because I've signed my work. I'm an artist." So too many people have stolen my work, and I'm tired of it. It's like, just borrow it, just ask me. And shout out to some of the content creator friends that I have that y'all much bigger channels than me. If y'all want to use any of my stuff, man, just holla at me. Just tell me. I watch the comments, or just contact me. Y'all know my contact. And let me know. Y'all can use. You know, I'll let y'all use. Just let me know what you're doing. Let me know. But thank you so much. I'm gonna try to, I am gonna try to record or try to go live when he's at some of the Baby Keem's concerts. Um, Again, I sometimes go live in concerts just a little bit in the beginning, because I have to. You can't take too much equipment into um, the venues, and I'm only bringing, like, I bring two chargers, and I bring my battery packs. I be packing as much as I can. It's like your bag can be a certain height or weight. I mean, it can be certain bit, certain size. So I be like, that's why when I recorded the clips, because everybody was like, "You don't record from the concerts." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go live for this one." But once I went inside, I didn't go. I let y'all see me getting the bands on, and I recorded that in one of the other concerts too, a couple of the concerts at in LA too, and I posted one of the videos like them putting the band on. But I need to save the battery for inside, because it's just be draining to going live. It drains your battery. Then I can't bring the footage for y'all. And um I'm gonna be like two phone baby king. I'm gonna be going in there with two, three phones, or two, three small cameras. So I just be doing that. I say to myself, I'd rather bring the crispy, clear footage, because I don't trust people's footage. Like, people don't be having common sense with recording. And some of the old footage that I have and I upload, I just be like criticizing, like, "Man, can't you hold the camera? Can't you do this? Like, why didn't you zoom in?" I just be like, if you want to do something yourself, if you want to do something right, do it yourself. You got to do it yourself. So that's why I love filming and recording. I'm gonna try to continue to. I'm stalking Baby Keems, all his pages, everything, PG Lang, everybody, because there's so many of them. Um, I was live the other night with Ti's older son, Messiah, talking a little bit. We were talking to him and everything. He's like really cool. And sometimes I go live with some of these. I go in the lives with some of these artists and see what they're up to. But when I'm at the venue, I want to record. So that's what my line of thinking is. I can't, and besides, the quality, if I go live, it's going to be very low. Ask any content creator. I know what kind of camera you need to go live from inside. And yeah, that's how I do it. So I'll continue to bring the footage. Thank you so much, Miss Marianne. Thank you. Love you all. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Continue to watch. I'm gonna be doing more reactions, so please, give me that long form, long form video love, and check out if you like my commentary. You'll probably enjoy my reactions. Being silly and my perspective, and I think outside the box. I feel like the unpopular opinion with a lot of these content creators. Everybody be sweating somebody, and I'm like, no. So just like what we were saying about AZ Check, so I have a different opinion. I am observing, and so are you. Thank you for being a W community, W subscribers. Thank you so much. So we'll see you next time. Let's see what this week brings and what nonsense these people get into, these haters. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. If you want to again support the channel and join the membership, let me just put that link again. I should have pinned it. I should have pinned it. Nice to see y'all. Nice to chill with y'all. But here's my information. Um, Thank you. Thank you so much. Members and the silent members, they be killing me. These people just renew the membership. Shout out to y'all. Y'all renew the membership. They just watch quietly. You know, they just enjoying. There's so much in the members lounge. Oh, by the way, members, I keep putting the Kendrick Quiet Storm edits. I just upload the videos, so I'm in the playlist, in the love playlist. I've been uploading the videos. Any edit that I do, like this edit, it's uploaded in the love video. The unreleased Kendrick, I'm gonna be uploading unreleased probably tomorrow. I have so much unreleased Kendrick. I literally have the hard drive. I have over 60 or 70 unreleased Kendrick songs, and I'm not kidding. Don't ask me how I got them. I'm just connected and blessed. I've been in rooms with special people. But so I'm gonna just try to put stuff up for you. And I just be like this. When I upload, I be like, Father, God, Son, Holy Ghost, please, YouTube, don't block me, don't strike me, don't nothing. Just let me be. So have a great weekend, and I'll be looking forward to talk to you in the comments or in posts. And we'll see. You know, I'll let you know. I'll be putting up stuff as it comes. Any other surprise that these people have, I'll let y'all know. I try to let y'all know as soon as I could with Baby KEEM, but a lot of it was already sold out. Um, I think they're talking about adding more dates. So they've been talking about adding more dates. It's all about his stamina too, and how prepared he is physically to withstand, touring a few times a week. So they're preparing him. Trust me, he's probably running right along Kendrick, like, because Kendrick's strong, regardless of the age difference that they have. Kendrick's very good shape. So yeah, so I have that many songs or more. I may have people. That's the most popular comment. Are you related? Are you related to Whitney? Are you related to Kendrick? I may be. We kind of resemble. I may be. Um, and do you? Why do you have the hard drive? Why do you have these rare pictures? Because there's rare pictures and there's rare pictures online. But I have some goodies. I have some stuff. I have Kendrick doing everything, pumpkin picking, chilling at home drinking tea. I have a lot of stuff, but I'll be putting it up, and I going through my gallery. It's like I need an assistant, and my assistant needs an assistant. I have so many pictures. I have over 8,000 pictures. I know it makes no sense, guys. I know. But I'm the K plug and the good music plug for all your music needs. If you love good music, stick around. But thank you so much. We'll see you next time. If you have any comments, questions, just shoot me a comment or contact information, um, or write in the community. Do a community post, and I see it. I'll see most of it. I don't see all of it, but it notifies me when members. It just blows up my phone when members comment and stuff. So that's why I'm able to see. I'm within reach. But thank you, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for being here tonight. Like and subscribe. Join the membership, and we'll see you soon.